First thing, I'm going to eliminate a homework problem. So I want to do it now because once I get going, I'm going to forget. So if you go to pages 28 and 29, homework tonight, please do not do question number 4. Please eliminate question number 4 from tonight's homework. Okay, eliminate question number 4 from tonight's homework. Everything else is fair game. 1 through 3 and number 5, fair game. Okay? You will not see an answer key on Classroom because it's constructions. I never put an answer key for constructions. So it's either you know how to do it or you don't. All right, I am going to skip around right now. So could everyone go to page 25 in your packet, please? I'm going to skip around because there's some stuff later in your notes that are more important than the beginning, and this is one of them right here. So let's start on page 25 of your notes. All right, we don't stop the train. We're going to keep moving on. More vocabulary. We know what a bisector is, hopefully. Everyone remember we talked about an angle bisector. Angle bisector. Remind us, please. Remind your classmates, what's an angle bisector do? All right, what does an angle bisector do? Look back if you need to. Josh, you remember what an angle bisector does?
Yeah, it splits the angle into 2 equal parts.
Perfect. Splits an angle into 2 congruent parts. Well, I can do the same thing, but for a segment. I can still call it a bisector, but now I'm going to cut a segment in half. Okay? Not only am I going to cut a segment in half, what's that word mean? What do you think when you hear perpendicular? What type of angles? Right angles. So not only am I going to cut a segment in half, the line that's going to cut it in half is going to form a right angle. All right? So here we go. Draw. Put your compasses down. It says draw, which means freehand it. I'm going to take a line EF, and it's going to be a perpendicular bisector of CD. So everyone draw a segment CD for me right now. Draw a segment CD. CD, please, first. This is what's going to be cut in half, is CD. What's going to cut CD in half? EF. Not only is it going to cut it in half, it's going to form a what with it? A right angle, hence perpendicular. Now watch what I do up here. Ready? Is that okay?
No.
Why not? It cuts CD in half. What's your problem?
It's not 90 degrees.
That's definitely not a right angle. All right. What if I do that? That looks like it forms a right angle. What's the problem? Okay, it's got to do both. Perpendicular bisector has to do both. Draw it. Eyeball it on your draw what you think I should be putting on mine here. Hey, I'm looking at some of you already. It's a line EF. Line EF. It's got to go on forever with arrows. Good. Hopefully it's going down the middle and it looks like it forms a right angle. All right, now instead of saying it looks like it, can we mark our diagram that it's actually perpendicular and a bisector? How do you show it's perpendicular? What do I need to put on my diagram? Right angle symbol. So somewhere, put a right angle symbol. That shows me it's perpendicular. How are you going to show me it bisects CD? Scott, where? On what line seg? On where? CD. So I should have congruent, if that bisects. Let's start getting used to that. Bonus, here we go, a little upper level class question. What's this right here then? Think about it, Molly. That's the midpoint, isn't it? If this side's equal to this side, cuts it in half, this point right here is the midpoint. Perpendicular forms a right angle, bisector cuts it in half. Everybody good? And realize the only thing you can cut in half is a line segment. Why can I not cut a line in half? Lisa? Goes on forever. Can I cut a ray in half? A ray. Endpoint going on? Nope. The only thing you can cut in half is a line segment and an angle, but that's a little different story. All right, now grab your compass and straight edge. How do I construct a perpendicular bisector now? No freehand, no draw, but construct. The answer, you've done this construction already. You have done this construction with me already. Yes, Scott.
Oh, I thought you were asking a question how to do
Go.
it. Oh, yeah.
I've already done it, so.
And then you have to do how you find the midpoint on a line.
It's the midpoint. It's the same construction we did for the midpoint. So everyone take your compass, put it on point A, open it what? More than half the length of AB, and draw yourself about a half circle size arc. Got a half circle sized arc. Go over to endpoint B with your same opening and make a second arc so you have 2 points of intersection total. The old fish. Grab your straight edge, draw it through. And you better put some labels on here. Mark up your diagram so I know it's both perpendicular and a bisector. Good work, everybody. Good work. Okay. Just wait for some people to finish up here. Go ahead. Not all bisectors have to be perpendicular. Okay? Not all bisectors have to be perpendicular. Let me show you. What do you got going on? Well, you just go halfway, right? That's more than halfway. You swing an arc, right? Go this way, same thing. And swing another one. Okay, so go ahead, hurry up, erase that. Given XY bisects AB. What's getting cut in half? Which line segment? Read it carefully. AB. So I want you to draw line segment AB for me. Yep, draw a decent size arc now. Bottom up. Okay, you're good. Go to the other endpoint. There we go. Take your time. And draw me line segment XY that bisects it with the correct markings. Good. Did it say anything about being perpendicular? No, you just got to worry about that XY goes through the what of AB? The midpoint. That's all you have to worry about. All right, so bisectors do not have to go through the midpoint unless it's called a perpendicular bisector. All right, flip the script now. Flip the script. Can you draw me AB bisecting XY? Use your same diagram, right? Use your same diagram, but the markings are going to go somewhere different. Okay, now AB is bisecting XY. So I'm going to use the same diagram I just used. Questions? So we all good. If XY bisects AB versus AB bisecting XY, we can do it. All right, can we construct it now? Let's go down to this construction. Can you give me a line that bisects AB but goes through X? Ooh. Ooh. Well, let's think about it. If we do that fish one we just did and draw our line down, is it going to go through X? No. Okay, so that line won't cut it. But would it help us? Remember, our line's got to go through X and the what of AB? Midpoint. So I can still use, let's still use that construction. Because I know that using that construction, it's going to find the midpoint. So there it is. Some of you may draw the line in, that's fine, but that's not the one I'm looking for. So you can draw your line in if you want. Some of you, here's another option. If you don't want to draw the line in, line up your straight edge and mark the midpoint on AB. If you don't want to draw the line in, that's your call. Okay, that's your call. So I now know where the midpoint is. Now what do I line up with my straight edge? Zach? X in the midpoint, and that's the line I want to see. All right? Because this line right here is a perpendicular bisector, but it doesn't go through X like the question asked. That's the line, my gray one up here. That's the one I want. And show me it bisects, so get your markings. Everyone see how that one's a little different, but I could still use the construction we've been using. Anything. So we just did perpendicular bisector. We just did bisector through a different point using the same construction. All good. Going? Anything here? We're all set? Okay. Let's move on then. Okay, a perpendicular line now. I need a line that's perpendicular to AB, but it's got to go through P. So again, what's perpendicular mean again? These two lines should do what here? Form. This is relax. Ellie? Should form a right angle. So basically, don't do this because we're going to construct it. That's awful. I should have something like this at the end, right? Okay, so is this construction going to help me? Probably not, right? Because it won't go through P. Okay, so I am going to have to show you a brand new one now. Okay, a brand new one, had to do a perpendicular line. Ready? Start off by placing your compass on point P. the point we're going to draw it through. Place your compass point on point P. All right, now you got to play around a little bit. You got to open up your compass so that your first arc intersects AB in 2 spots, almost like a frown or a smile, excuse me. 1, 2. All right, so open up your compass to a point where you can make an arc that intersects AB in 2 spots. Okay, some of you I can see, you can get the first one, but the second one goes off the line. That's fine. Just extend your line a little longer. All right, lines can go on forever here. All right, so if that's happening to you, you can get the first arc, but not the second one to intersect. Make your line a little longer. Everybody have 2 points of intersection going. Okay, open up your compass slightly wider now for the last 2 arcs. So just open it up slightly wider and go to one of those points of intersection. Put your compass point on one of those points of intersection. So open it up slightly wider. Go to one of those points of intersection. Make one right below it. It doesn't have to intersect, but just make one right below it. And then travel over to the other point of intersection. And make sure this final arc intersects the previous one. And I'm hoping where those 2 intersect is right below P. I'm hoping right below P. So you made the first arc, which was the smile there, opened up your compass a little wider, put your compass point on each point of intersection, and made 2 arcs that intersect, hopefully right below P. And then, yeah, grab your straight edge, draw on your perpendicular line. Oh, they're naked. Your diagram's naked. What do I mean? It's missing. Lisa, right angle symbol. You worked all that time to make a perpendicular line. Put the right angle symbol in. Questions? That was nice. So a new one right there. The frown or the smile. Anybody have any issues? Okay. See how P was not on the line? What if I put P on the line and ask you to do the same exact thing? What if I put it on the line now? Answer, Lisa? Nothing. Well, I don't want to draw in a straight line. All right, I want to use my compass to do it, right? Same exact construction. Same exact one we just did to do a perpendicular line. Ready? Compass point on P. How many places do I need to intersect? 2, but now you can go above or below. Your choice. Okay, you can go above or below your line. Doesn't matter. Just make sure it intersects the line in 2 spots, your first arc. You can go above or you can go below. Just make sure it intersects 1, 2 spots. I got to shorten that up. There we go. Open up your compass a little wider. And go to one of the points of intersection. And again, you can do these last 2 arcs above or below the line. Doesn't matter. Okay, do these last 2 arcs above or below the line. So go to a point of intersection. You can go above or below again. Make an arc. And then the final one should intersect the previous one. Look at that beautiful thing. Done. That is how you draw a perpendicular line going through any point. Finish it, finish it. Open up your compass a little wider. There you go. Make sure you're on page 24 here for the next one. Now, please go from this point. Right? No. Gotta put the compass point down on there. Not on P. No, you just made this arc from P, right? Right, there it is there. So now go to a point of intersection with your compass. Now put it on there. There you go. Open it up a little wider. Make an arc below there. Good. Go to the other point. There you go. Don't try not to open it, but you want to make those two the same opening, so you probably need to make that first one longer. See what I mean? Okay. So the only thing, don't go back to P. Go to the points there. Okay, just like you did for this one. Where's your second point of intersection? Here, you made P, you went here, right? And then hopefully you open up your compass wider and go from each point of intersection. Okay, but you don't go from P to P. You got to put that compass point on the point of intersection to do it.
So you do it like that.
Correct. Yes. Now you go over here.
Oh, now then you go over here.
Correct.
and then-
You don't keep it on P. The only one you keep it on P is the initial one. Okay.
Oh, so yeah.
Yep. There you go. Okay. All right. Last one I'm going to do here with you today: how to make a triangle. All right. Specifically, what I'm concerned with in this class is how to make an equilateral triangle. Anybody want to drop knowledge on me? What do you know about equilateral triangle? What do we got? Carter? All three sides are congruent. Good. So when we make this at the end, all three sides should have the same length. Well, how do I know how long to make the side? Read the problem now. Okay, let's read the problem. How do I figure out how long to make each side? The length of the side of the triangle must be equal to the, you guys ever heard of this term, diagonal? Yes, no, maybe? No? That connects two corners of a four-sided figure. Okay, so draw in AC or DB. It won't matter. They're both going to be the same length here. So go ahead, draw in diagonal AC, draw. You can line up your straight edge if you want. That's a diagonal. Connects the corners of a four-sided figure. All right, so each side of my triangle has to be this length. And we got to do it on this ray here that starts with R. All right, everyone open up your compass the length of the diagonal. If each side of my triangle has to be that length, I better open up my compass to that length. Just open it up so you know your compass is always open to the length of it. So open it up that length. Now put your compass point on R. Put your compass point on R. And you're going to make a decent size arc here again. All right. How many sides in a triangle? 3, right? Does everybody see? You already created your first side. Because how long is this side right here? Same as AC, right? Or same as the diagonal. Does everybody agree? This side right here, this length is the same as the diagonal. So there's side number 1 of our triangle. Ready to construct side number 2? Is your compass already opened up to the length of the diagonal? Okay, so you don't need to go back and remeasure. Put your compass now where that arc intersected the ray. And you want to make it intersect at the top here. Because everyone look, just look at mine. Ready? Look at mine. Isn't my compass open up to the length of the diagonal? Everyone see the second side now we're about to make. See the second side of it? All right, go ahead. Make an arc. Ah, shoot. One job. Got to go back and remeasure. Go ahead and make those two intersect. There we go. Go back to this point of intersection. Make them intersect. So, there's one side. We know that's the length of the diagonal. That's what we did. And see what we just did? We know that's the length of the diagonal. And you said there was 3 sides. How do you think I'm getting my third without touching the compass again? Scott?
You go from R to the top.
Correct. You connect R to the point of intersection to get the third one. All right, we're good. Now go here. This was your first one, right, from AC, and then you put it right here, right? And then make it intersect that one right there. So you want it to make it intersect this one. Here. You're gonna make it here, but we're probably gonna need to make, so go back here. Okay, we're good, make this one a little longer. That was the first one you made. Put markings on that, please, to show that it's equilateral. Good. Okay, good to make it a little longer. Okay, now go here and try to make it intersect on top there. Okay, go. Yeah. Okay, go back, remeasure that point. So we're all good. Never open or close your compass again. Good? Go to R. Good size arc now. With that opening. Keep going. Good. Now go here with your compass point. No. Oh, it's the open and closing again. All right. I think it's the operator. Okay, so you just made that, right? Now go here. You can see how it'll intersect there? Okay, go ahead. Leave it there, intersect. Good. Done, because you just wanted that point. Now R to there, that point to there. Straight edge. You're done with your compass. Done with your compass. Okay? Here. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Questions here? I got one more step, don't I? Use that construction to create a 30-degree angle. Oh, whoa, 30? You guys told me at the beginning, equilateral triangle, all 3 sides congruent, right? Not only are the sides congruent, but also the angles are. Okay, all 3 of those angles are the same measure. What are they then? Anybody know how many total degrees in a triangle?
180.
180. I got 3 of them that are all the same. Can you do the math? All of them are 60 degrees. Okay, in an equilateral triangle, all of them are 60, 60, 60. What can I do to a 60? Use a vocabulary term. What can I do to a 60 to get to a 30? Emma? Bisect it. So I need to take one of these angles right now, bisect it using my compass. We've done this before. I just got to review it with you. Pick an angle you're going to bisect. Put your compass on the vertex of that angle you're going to bisect. Make an arc through the angle. Just make an arc through the angle you're bisecting. Go to one point of intersection. So go to either, look, take a look at me, here or here. Go to one of them, here or here. Go to one of them right now and make an arc above it. Not too big, doesn't have to be too big, just make an arc above it. From that point of it, not from R, from that point of intersection. Then go down. Ready, watch, go down to the other point of intersection. And make a final arc that intersects the previous one. Son of a gun. And then take your straight edge, make a ray that cuts that angle in half. And you now have constructed two 30-degree angles. So a little special construction. We made an equilateral triangle and we got to a 30-degree angle from it. Questions, comments? If you forget any of these over the weekend, we got a YouTube channel that has them. Look on Classroom. Okay? You only have, what, I think 3 actual constructions and a multiple choice question this weekend. We are done. I'm not going to go back and do the one at the beginning. We don't need to do that one. That was just an extra one, so don't worry about it. The ones we did today are the ones you're going to need to know. All right? So we're done with the unit. I'll review on Monday. If you want to stay after school, I'll be here. Plan on it. Tuesday test. Have a good weekend and behave.